This is James from GameFront, and this is a walkthrough of Dark Souls. This is me going without Mitch, and full disclosure, my audio crashed, so I'm doing a post-commentary here. I'm going to be looking at this, which sucks because this is me farming and I'm going through the same thing twice, but nonetheless, let's go through it. We're going to speed it up so everybody can enjoy. I've figured out how to use Oral Decoy pretty well here. Unfortunately, it's not 100%. I've still got a lot of figuring out to do. But one blow with my great heavy soul arrow decimates these Silver Knights' health. So, now I'm going to try to use Oral Decoy and use Heavy Soul Arrow in hopes to take his health down faster. And I waste one. That one was for my homie, Mitch, who can't be with me right now. Actually, he is here. He could join me to watch myself play. This is earlier. Actually, you were here for some of this video. I lost the audio. And this is my trick where I kill this guy a bunch of times.
You're like, Mitch, watch this. You're really proud of me.
Yeah, I don't know. Did you come in at the beginning of this video?
No, I think I was in like 7 minutes into the video.
Hold on 1 second. Never mind. I'm not gonna. Okay. You know what? I want to check to see if I'm recording this at a super low volume now that we're at this bonfire. All right, I figured out how to do this, and so we're starting back up. I'm going to be cutting out a lot of my leveling up, a lot of the stuff that usually I might leave in or might leave out, but nonetheless, here we're starting up with a different attunements group. We're using Hush instead of Hidden Body. I wanted to see with my armor if it was going to make less noise. I'll notice that the audio is, like, you can't hear it. We'll see how successful this is. Oh, he definitely sees me with his eyes. But nonetheless, my new Oral Decoy maneuver is helpful if I can just lock onto a guy and attack him afterwards. I'm also not using my great soul arrows at that point, because I was seeing, if I could save that for later and use against the giants. I don't know if they're really giants, but the giant knights. These teeny tiny soul arrows aren't so good. But it is useful to use Oral Decoy now. There's a lot of people that have been, angry at me for using Oral Decoy, but you can't argue that this is an amazing strategy right here. So, use an Estus Flask to keep track of, to make sure I don't die, Whoops. Sorry. And so in this room, there's 2 more Silver Knights. So, here we go. And these soul arrows are, they're damaging on 54, which is pathetic compared to the great heavy soul arrow. But I'm not wasting my big ones, and I can use them later. So, and Oral Decoy again is working. Look at how this... never mind, I forgot. Apparently it didn't work completely here. There, now that guy's dead. I had to use 1 heavy soul arrow. No big deal. Now I move forward, and I might be wrong, but I think this is where actually Mitch came in this morning. And he started seeing me. I was like, oh, good morning, Mitch. I'm killing guys. You're going to be so proud of me. Watch this. It may have been later, but I think it was this run, because I do know that I was finding out that Hush does not work very well. Yeah, this is definitely when he was in here, so I'm killing him. He's already concerned with, like, what was I thinking? Am I going to destroy my game progress by setting myself up in some terrible position? But he was supportive. He wished me luck and stood over my shoulder starting now. Then I go up the stairs and I'm like, oh, Mitch, you gotta see this. I'm using Invisible Body, and I am killing these giants so easily. And then I find out that I got rid of Invisible Body. I'm like, oh, well, I'll try Hush out. So I cast Hush. Once I, get through this part. Come on, James. Oh, I take a long time. Then I use Oral Decoy, and it should work great, but this guy clearly sees me. I mean, he is not fooled. And I do Oral Decoy right next to myself. How good is that? And at this point, Mitch is like, oh yeah, I'm really proud of you. So, but all's not over yet, because right here, I'm getting a couple good attacks on them. And somehow, I don't know how the shield didn't block that maneuver. So, I get 3,000 there. There's a decent shot. Oh, but I was robbed. I should have started that attack earlier when that guy was putting his shield down. And I'm pretty sure that at this point in time, I'm just wasting all of my great soul arrows, and then I get stomped on my head. I don't know what I do next. I use an Estus Flask. Oh, and then I told Mitch, I was like, Mitch, I want to get the Moonlight Butterfly Spear. And I walk back this way. And he's like, that's the wrong way. If you want to get that, you got to go back in this room. So I'm like, okay. And then I go up the stairs. And we're actually going to cut, there's no action. We're just going to cut straight to the, whatchamacallit, the blacksmith. See you there. So here we are, we're looking at it, it's in my inventory. I got 2 Demonite Titanite shards, or whatever it's called, and I upgraded it twice. Per Mitch's advice. And so it's a Moonlight Butterfly Spear +2. And this is my journey back to the bonfire. And my first attempt at using it. So I think to myself, who better to show off my new weapon to than my good old friend, Asshole Archer. And so here it is. This is my first usage of it. 71. At first I was disappointed. I was like, 71? I was really hoping for something that was just going to be like 1,000,000 points. But I had to keep in mind, I'm stuck against the wall trying to get around him here. But I got to keep in mind that although it's not quite as powerful, that was me using the powerful attack. But I got to keep in mind that I have the ability to still block while using this. And it does scale off of intelligence, which I'm going to be just adding more and more points to. And now to fight the Giant Knight. Which, that was 137. That's what the attack does when I use the powerful attack. And Mitch at this point is still standing, and he's like, oh, cool, cool, you know. But there's no sense in using the more powerful attack when you are so close. Only do that when I'm far away. So. And he's jumping around. Dropping the shield down, which is my opportunity to do some attacks. This is where I make a mistake. Sorry, spoiler. I should have attacked right away instead of letting him heal. But then I freak out and spam the button. And he gets off this shot that I've been trying to stay away from for a while. But it didn't kill me. I thought it was going to hurt me a lot more. No backstabs allowed on this guy. And he's going to get another shot of that in my face. There we go. So now he's dead. And I get an additional 3,000 souls, and I'm still on my way back home. Plenty of health. No worries here. In fact, I don't see any more enemies because I've already killed them, so we're going to cut to me back at the bonfire leaving. So we go back to the beginning of, we go back to the bonfire. I'm sorry, were you going to say something, Mitch?
I was going to say I'm going to get some food.
Okay, go get some food. Enjoy. Mitch is walking out of the room. So I put back on Hidden Body. At the time we're doing this, I was showing off to Mitch that I could do such a good job being invisible and attacking people. Which works a little bit. But really what I should have been doing here is, even though I got this new spear I want to use, I should just be using my heavy soul arrows. But instead I'm just getting my ass kicked by this Silver Knight. I don't know why these guys give me such a hard time. I hope I heal. I don't remember if I die or not in this video. There, good. I gotta be better at backstabbing, which I've noticed people mentioning to me, but no matter how fast I try to circle around this guy, he always seems to be one step ahead of me. I can never really get behind them. Sorry, coughing here. And there, he's dead. So this makes farming a lot easier, using the Hidden Body and Oral Decoy and Heavy Soul Arrows and my new staff, which I haven't gotten a chance to get a backstab on. I would really like to see one of those. I bet you it's powerful. This guy is about to kill me, but luckily I step away. I feel like I should be able to just stand still and disappear into the background, but these Silver Knights don't agree. They're like, we can still see the shimmering if you like a predator in the woods. And Oral Decoy. See? Now, that should have been my opportunity to get a backstab on him, but I guess I wasn't close enough. Or maybe I had my shield up. It's weird, watching this in the future. Well, it's not really in the future right now, it's definitely the present. But watching this afterwards and commenting on it, it seems like the game goes in slow motion. While I'm playing it, I feel like I have to make these decisions so quickly. But in retrospect, I'm like, wow, I had plenty of time. I could have taken a step forward, gotten a backstab. But in the moment, I'm just not that quick. So at this point, I'm like, do I want to use my new spear or just do it the easy way? I choose the easy way, I think. Yeah. And I think this still gets him. Now this guy just needs a little tap with my spear. But I'm above him on stairs. Done! So, I don't have quite enough souls to level up, so I go on forward. Still enjoying at the time the feeling of having a new weapon, which I like this weapon. It looks decently cool. I wouldn't mind something a little bit more violent looking. It looks a little too, you know, swirly and sweet, but I dig it. And now, Mitch at this point isn't watching me, but I'm wishing that he would see how awesome this strategy works. But luckily he misses the fact that I'm getting murdered here. Oh, I think I remember this part. Yeah, he heals. What a bitch. But I don't think you can heal. It doesn't matter. You can heal all you want. You're eventually going to die when you go one-on-one against James. Now, I don't know why that guy saw me so easily. I guess it's just the way it goes, huh? Good. He's gonna go attack the other way. And now he jumps back and heals. And unfortunately, I was not fast enough to get him. And I think I've run out of, like, heavy soul arrows. Maybe not. But I'm not locked on. I'm an idiot. Kill him, James. Luckily, I stepped out of the way before that attack followed through and won. Good, I got a good hit on him. I think this is the end of him right here. Yeah, he's like pretty much done. One more attack should kill him. There, it did. And it did. So now I walk over to the stupid archer, and I believe this is the last thing I do before I call it done. I don't know what I'm doing. Kill him. Go faster. And now I get the sword out. Yeah, I remember at the time I was saying to myself, he doesn't have time to switch weapons before I kill him, and then immediately after I said that, he switches to his sword. But a lot of good that did. Alright, well, I'm pretty sure I just walked back, so we're going to end it here. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and thanks for the advice on this awesome spear.